What is up? It's your boy Johnny SHREVE, IFBB Pro Mr. Tell Like It Is. Today guys, we're going to cover deloads, how to approach them, when to apply them, and then when should we just take time off of the gym. Let's get into it. Now let's just start off with rest day. Think of your rest day as just like your default break from the gym. Say you're doing a full body split 3 days a week. You're training Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You naturally have some rest days in there that can keep you going from training your entire body. When it comes to deloads, what are deloads for, right? What's the purpose of deload? Well, number one, they're gonna help prevent you from overtraining. Most of the time, like myself back in the day, we're like, no days off. Let's just keep going and just keep beating our body into the ground and then expect our body to just continue to give and give and give. And guess what? Your body doesn't work that way. We have to give our body a little bit of a break. But what a deload is a deload allows us to continue to train and still make progress while our body's recovering. Now, what does a deload look like in terms of how should we approach it? Well, let's just say you're training regular hypertrophy, you're doing 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max. Now during a deload, you're doing around like 50 to 60% of your 1 rep max. You're focusing more on range of motion like you normally do. You're squeezing a little harder. You're slowing things down a little more. You're really focusing on the quality of the rep while not have to worry too much about the load. Now it's gonna help you, again, prevent you from overtraining. Again, you can still train while your body progresses and recover. It also helps enhance your recovery. So if you're starting to feel a little run down, you can take that week, recover, and still keep training and still make progress. Again, our loads are gonna be less, our intensity is gonna be a lot less, and we're definitely not training to failure. You're looking at it more like you're leaving about like 6 reps in the tank. Just give me an idea. You're doing a 5 to 6 RPE. And then it helps improve, adaptation. When your body's going through a plateau, doing a deload will help your body just relax so you can come back a little stronger and make progress. Hey guys, want some exclusive content? Join my school community right now. We have weekly Q&As and my 3, 4, 5 day split, my training ebooks, my courses are all for free. So hit up my school community right now, link description below. Back to the show. Now, when should we apply deloads? You can do scheduled deloads. Now for me, I'm not huge on scheduling deloads. Reason being is, well, if I have a client and they're making great progress and it's suggested to schedule a deload every 4 to 8 weeks. And that's simply the length of a mesocycle, whether it's a strength phase that's around 4 to 5 weeks or it's a, build meso, you're doing around 8 weeks, maybe a little more. But for me, if my client is making progress, because there's no signs of being run down, motivation at an all-time high, guess what? We're going to continue to go until we're starting to see signs of fatigue. And that's when you do a autoregulatory deload. You're starting to feel your body's not recovering like it used to. Your obvious plateaus are being hit. You're starting to feel not only fatigue and not recovering as much, but your joints are starting to hurt. You're getting that really annoying achy pain in your elbow or in your wrist or in your knees or something. Your sleep is starting to regress. Your motivation is starting to crash. That's good. Those are good signs of, hey, time for a deload. And then post-competition, whether you're a powerlifter, strongman, you maybe train for a combine of some sort, or any type of competition that involves you stressing their bodies through training, that's a good time to take a deload. And obviously bodybuilders. You've done 16 weeks of dieting and training and cardio. You're at the end of your prep, show's over, your body is not as strong, it's not eating as many calories. Your body's at high risk of getting injured if you go back in the gym right away and start training balls to the wall. So that's a great time to take a deload. Now, when do we say, hey, enough's enough, let's just step ourselves out of the gym and just take a break? When all those things I just mentioned are continuing to happen after you've taken a deload. So if you've taken a week, you've done a deload of a week, you've reduced your intensity, you reduced the load, you're focusing just on form, great quality sets, and you find that you're still not recovering, you still got those aches and pains in the joints, your sleep still crap, your motivation still isn't there, that's a clear sign that it's time to take time off. Now, how much time you take off? Well, here's what I do. Now, I don't really went to the science about this, but I've just done this with my clients and it's worked very well. After we've realized that the deload week isn't working, it's like, hey, I need to just take some time off. I say, look, we're going to take 3 to 7 days off. You're like, what do you mean 3 to 7 days off? I give it a range. I like ranges. Ranges are good. It gives us a little bit of of little leeway here, right? So I say this, you have 3 days of guarantee get out of the gym. Still do your cardio, like, you know, if you gotta, maybe you can go for a walk outside, weather permits, or, you know, you're still doing your yoga or you're stretching or you're doing those things still, but you're not lifting a weight. You're away from the weights. 100% for the first 3 days, you're not doing anything but relaxing. If at the end of those 3 days, you're still feeling beat up, still you're not recovering, your motivation's low, your sleep's poor, then we take it day by day. And what I found is closer to, there's some people at that third day, like, I feel really good, we go back. And then I find that 5th to 7th day, I start to see, and I get my clients to literally just tell me how they're feeling, because again, we say 3 to 7 days, I tell them, tell me how you're feeling after that third day and moving forward. And if they start saying, hey, at that 5th day, I found at that 5th day, the 7th day, they're starting to miss the heck out of the gym. I need to get back to the gym. They look like, they're like fiends. Like, they're like, hey, the gym. You got the gym? I need some dumbbells and plates. Need some cardio machines or something. I need to get in there. Motivation's starting to skyrocket. They're missing the gym like crazy. They're feeling their body is completely recovered. They're sleeping all night long. They're having the best sleeps. They're dreaming, like, they're just dreaming about weights. I don't know if they're dreaming about weights, but either way. And they don't feel that nagging aches and pains in their joints, and they're recovering, and they feel completely recovered. That's what I found that happens between that 5th and 7th day. And they're ready to go back to the gym. And guess what? Every single time I have done this with my clients, they've been in the gym and all of a sudden plateaus are getting crushed. They're progressing again, all over again. Why? Because we're doing something very intelligent for our body. We're listening to our body. We're not only giving ourselves time to, you know, listening to our body and say, hey, it's time to step back a bit from training. While we still train, we're going to reduce the weight a little bit. And then at the end of this week, if we're still not where we need to be, we're going to listen to our body even more. We're going to take a break. And in that break, we're going to listen to our body even more. And by the time you go through that cycle, you realize that, hey, these are the signs that I start to get when I'm starting to feel broken down. And here are the signs I'm starting to feel when I'm starting to feel recovered. It gives you way more awareness on how your body works. And then it gives you better understanding of how to approach your deloads and when to take time off from the gym. Anyway, guys, hope that clears things up on what deloads are, how to approach them, and when to apply them. And then again, when should we actually just take time off of the gym? Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, become all that tell like it is, transparent, vulnerable truth. And guys, hit the description below for those discount codes and promo codes that save your life or change your life for the better. Like my 3, 4, 5 day split, the Push-Pull Legs Training ebook 2.0, the final diet, and much more. Also, guys, join my Discord community. The Iron Community is a great place for you to go and just chat with other like-minded individuals that love training just like yourself. And if you want to dive in a little bit more, join my school community. All things I just said, all free, plus Q&As and coaching up your form as well. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.